Most people think comfort means nicer things, softer beds, better food, more space. Japan disagrees, and the proof is everywhere in plain sight. The country built its entire daily infrastructure around a completely different idea: that comfort isn't something you add, it's something you stop taking away. Remove the cold toilet seat, the wet hands, the heavy bag, the fumbled cash, the guesswork outside a restaurant, the fear of missing your train. Do that 15 times across 15 different moments in a single day, and something shifts. You stop spending energy on friction and start actually existing inside your day. Number 1, heated toilet seats with bidet functions. Your first morning in Japan, jet-lagged and disoriented, you sit down and the seat is already warm. Your body was already tensing up for the cold, and then it didn't have to. That's the whole thing right there. Most people laugh it off as a fun gadget, but the heated seat is doing something specific. It removes a physical stress response your body was running automatically before you even made contact. The bidet goes further. Water temperature preset, pressure pre-calibrated, nothing to configure. One fewer task in your morning, done without any decision from you. Number 2, Oshibori hand towels before meals. You sit down at a restaurant in Japan, and before anyone asks what you want, a small rolled towel appears in front of you. Warm in winter, cool in summer. You wipe your hands and you're done. It looks like a nice touch, but it's doing something more functional than that. Your hands are clean before you touch the menu, before you touch your food, before you touch your face, and the restaurant handled all of that without you asking. Number 3, Suica and Pasmo IC cards for transit and everyday purchases. In most cities, paying for transit means figuring out which zone you're in, which ticket covers your transfer, and whether you've got exact change. In Japan, you tap a card and walk through. Suica and Pasmo Wine C cards work across trains, subways, buses, taxis, convenience stores, and vending machines. You load money onto the card once and stop thinking about payment entirely. The card calculates the fare automatically based on where you entered and where you exited, so you never need to know the price before you travel. Number 4, coin lockers at train stations and shopping areas. Your hotel check-in isn't until 3 p.m. and you've got a full day ahead. In most cities, that means hauling your luggage everywhere or booking a storage service in advance. In Japan, you walk to the nearest train station, find a coin locker, tap your IC card, and drop your bags off without talking to anyone. Carrying luggage through a city compounds on itself. It slows you down, limits where you'll go, and forces every routing decision through the filter of what you're dragging behind you. Number 5, Takuhaibin luggage forwarding services. Most people just assume luggage travels with you. You carry it to the station, lift it onto the train, drag it off at the other end. In Japan, that's optional. Takuhaibin is a forwarding service where you drop your bags at a convenience store, fill out a simple form, and they show up at your next hotel the following day, usually for under $20. You board the Shinkansen without bags, walk out of the station without bags, and check in without having carried anything since morning. Number 6, public restroom privacy sound machines. There's a button in many Japanese public restrooms that plays the sound of a flushing toilet. Not to flush anything, just to make noise. It's called an otohime, which roughly translates to sound princess. It exists because people were flushing the actual toilet repeatedly just to cover the sounds of using the restroom. And all that unnecessary flushing wasted a serious amount of water. The otohime plays a looping flush sound on demand, activated by a button or motion sensor so you don't have to. Number 7, vending machines with hot and cold drinks. It's January. You're on an outdoor train platform at 7 a.m., and there's a vending machine 10 feet away selling hot canned coffee for about $1.50. You buy one, hold it in both hands, and your fingers warm up while you wait. That's not a coincidence. It's how the machines are stocked. Japanese vending machines swap their inventory by season, so hot drinks move to the front in winter and cold ones take over in summer. There are roughly 5 million of them across the country, about 1 for every 25 people. And they show up on mountain trails, rural platforms, and hospital corridors at 2 a.m. Anywhere a physical store wouldn't survive economically. Number 8. Plastic food displays outside restaurants. You're standing outside a restaurant, you're hungry, you don't speak the language, and you have no idea what's on the menu. But right there in the window are three-dimensional models of every dish, each one showing the exact portion size, the garnishes, the color of the sauce, with the price sitting underneath it. You point at what you want and walk in. These displays are called Shokuhin Sanparu, and they're built from food-grade resin to match the actual dish exactly, accurately enough that people sometimes try to pick them up. Number 9. Convenience stores that provide far more than groceries. Print a document, pay a utility bill, buy a hot meal, send a package, withdraw cash. In most countries, that's 5 separate trips. In Japan, it's one stop at a convenience store. The Konbini has a multifunction printer for scanning, copying, and photo printing. You can pay your electricity bill, your taxes, and buy concert tickets at the register. Drop off or pick up packages. Use the ATM. Grab fresh onigiri or hot soup that gets restocked daily. Number 10. Umbrella stands and umbrella lockers at entrances. You walk into a building in the rain, umbrella dripping, and immediately you've got a problem to solve. In Japan, you don't have to solve it. There's a stand right at the entrance, or a locker with a key for longer visits, and the umbrella stays there while you go about your business. It's a small thing, but the placement is everything. The friction point is the doorway, so that's exactly where the solution sits. No searching, no asking someone, no tucking it awkwardly under your arm for the next 2 hours. Number 11. Platform screen doors in train stations. At rush hour on a Tokyo subway platform, hundreds of people stand a few feet from a drop onto electrified rails. Nobody falls, nobody gets pushed, and it's not just because people are well-behaved. Floor-to-ceiling glass panels run along the platform edge, physically blocking the tracks until the train arrives and lines up correctly. Then the doors open, you board, and they close again. The safety part is obvious. What's less obvious is what happens to your brain when the barrier is there. On a normal platform, some part of your attention is always managing the edge, tracking how close you are without consciously deciding to. Number 12. Tactile paving for safer and easier navigation. Look down on any sidewalk, train platform, or transit station in Japan, and you'll see yellow textured tiles running through the floor in continuous lines. They're not decoration. They're a navigation system built directly into the ground. 2 tile types do all the work. Raised dots mean stop or pay attention. Raised bars mean follow this path. A visually impaired person reads them through a cane or their feet, and the system guides them through intersections, onto trains, and through complex stations without any screen or power source. Number 13. Convenience store ATMs with nationwide banking access. It's late, you need cash, and you're nowhere near a bank. In most countries, that's a real problem. In Japan, you walk to the nearest convenience store and use the ATM inside. These ATMs accept cards from most major international banks, run 24 hours, and switch the interface to your language automatically. They're spread so densely across the country that you're almost never more than a short walk from one. Number 14. Clean, widely available public toilets. In most cities, a public toilet is something you use only when you're desperate. Japan flipped that completely. Public restrooms there are clean, actually clean, not just passable. Toilet paper is stocked, locks work, lighting is good, and a lot of them have the heated seats and bidet functions from earlier in this list. Some cities even commissioned architects to design public restrooms as proper buildings worth looking at. Number 15. Highly punctual trains and public transportation systems. The average delay across the entire Japanese rail network gets measured in seconds per year. When a train runs 30 seconds late, the operator issues a formal apology. That's not a cultural quirk, it's a design standard. In most transit systems, you build buffer time into every trip because the train might not show up when it says it will. That buffer is cognitive overhead the system is charging you without asking. When trains actually run on schedule, you stop paying that cost. You check the timetable once, leave at the right time, and arrive when you planned. The mental model you built around transit uncertainty just becomes unnecessary, so you drop it. The pattern is always the same. Someone identified a moment where you'd normally have to stop, decide, or improvise, and built a system that removes that moment entirely. That's not luxury. It's load management.